Yo, so right now, we here at Tick Tock Diner with the one and only Thunder, Rosa. We're about to eat some good food, talk wrestling, and vibe out.
Vámonos.
Oh, what it do, yo?
How are you?
We literally just saw you on TV. We was like, what the hell? Like, she's there.
Bro, soy perra.
She was like, babe.
Hijo perra. No le quiero decir, hija de tu puta madre. I can't say that, but that's gonna be on the paper because I can curse. By the way, if I've been dying to do your fucking Subway Mania.
Nah, let me know. Like, we could
I can
definitely.
be Sherry Martel. Yo canto música regional mexicana, Broadway style music, rock.
Fire. That's fire.
I love singing.
I feel like that's outside of wrestling. That's what you.
Singing like saved my life, honestly. Singing saved my life when. Remember the time when we did the Taco Bell? That was probably like my lowest.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they brought me here because I recorded a song for the last match, which is Broadway.
Yeah, with Macadona, right?
Yes, and I sung that song in Spanish, and they brought me to the studio. It was fucking dope.
Wow.
So I was like,
that's fire.
but yeah, that shit saved my life. Like singing, creating, content creation, and just telling my story really. Like,
So where would you rank like wrestling? Like
in terms of what?
like that makes you, I guess, like happy. Like is wrestling like a passion, or is it more so like?
I think when I was a champion before the injury, like that was my life. Like wrestling was my safe haven. But you know what? Sometimes you go through periods in your life and where everything falls apart. Like your personal life, your relationship with your kids, your mental health. Just everything just crumbles, and you just hold on to something that's the only thing that you have control. And for me, that was wrestling. And I remember it was August in the last match when I literally broke my back. It was in August. I can't watch the match.
Yeah.
It's so painful because when I was in the middle of the match, I was crying for real. I had a panic attack in the fucking middle of the match in a national fucking show.
Man.
And it was a disaster afterwards. Like people came after me. Rumors came out that like I was hiding from people, whatever. I wasn't hiding from people. I like literally broke my back, and I was getting treatment with the doctors. I went and got like the what is it? The cold dump because I couldn't move.
Damn.
And it was rough. Like it just everything went downhill. So the only thing I had, it was gone.
Wow.
The only thing that kept me sane was gone. And I had to like really rediscover who I was as a woman, who I was as a wrestler.
Yeah.
And it was a process. It took me almost 2 years.
I get
so much crap sometimes because I'm like, it's not only like me carrying like the Mexican flag. It's more than being Mexican. It's being like we are a group of people that we have very similar struggles, right? And it's important that we show somebody like me that is, brown, and it's important to people understand brown power. And now I'm saying it more like stay brown. You have to be proud of where you came from. For a long time I wasn't. I wanted to be just a wrestler. I wanted to be respected as a woman. What a joke, guys. Let me give you some jokes. So, cuando te pones a pensar, aquí no te van a respetar la gente así. So they're gonna see you for what you look like, right? So might as well if you don't, you gotta embrace it. You just gotta embrace it and run with it. And I think that's why Thunder Rosa has been widely appreciated, because we all have people that have passed away. We all celebrate dead in different ways, right? Every different culture, every different country in Latin America.
That's how we keep the legacy alive.
Absolutely, right? And I think I always, wearing this is not just a gimmick. It's like I'm proudly representing my ancestors and your ancestors and your ancestors. This is like we have a very rich history.
Do you feel like you've done everything that you wanted to do this year?
No. I don't know.
Are you content with this year, 2024?
No, I'm never content. That's one thing about me. I'm not content.
So how about in general? Your career?
This year was very successful, extremely successful. I will tell you, because for one, I'm healthy.
Amen.
I was able to. I'll put it this way. I went to London and Paris, and I talked to the Mexican ambassadors and talk about women wrestling. And I became friends of La Señora Josefa, or Su Alteza. I went to London. I became a champion in London in the independent scene. I started singing while I was like wrestling.
That's awesome.
I did so many things this year. I can't even think about it. What else? I don't know. It was just, my life is extraordinary.
Yeah.
You know, and then other things, like I became really close to my family. I'm very, very close now. I try to visit them as much as possible. For me right now, like family, my dad, my mom, my sisters. I'm trying now to I'm gonna have to talk to Elvira to get all of us together. My dad just got diagnosed with a very serious disease,
I'm sorry about that.
We're trying to all figure it out what we're gonna do. But I think at the end of the day, family is by far the most important. Like that man and my mother are the ones who taught me all this big work ethic. And I was reading something with Sandra Cisneros about her life and how she was talking about her mother and how her mother was always wanted to be someone, like in arts and stuff. And I remember my mom being the same way. She always wanted to do something. She's very creative, but she was never able to do it in that level that I'm doing. And I remember I had a conversation with her a couple months ago, and I said, "Do you remember when you told me not to be like you, to achieve all my dreams?" She's like, "I can't remember that." It's probably that it was in one of those manic episodes that she was having, because she has mental health problems, and she told me that, and that was 8 years old.
Wow.
And I never forgot that. And now when I read that with Sandra, I've been reading her book, by the way, and I've every 3 chapters I start crying, because there's having Latinas that have gone through similar things that you feel like you're not alone.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even know, getting emotional, you feel like you're alone. And you're going against the grain all the time, and you don't feel understood. But then when I read that, I'm like, I'm not the only one. You know, women that are trying to make a difference and really trying to leave a legacy of being positive or making change in people's lives, you're gonna go through a lot of that stuff, and you're gonna go through you go into chapters in your life, and to answer your thing, no, I still have a lot of things to do. Sorry, I got super sidetracked. It's just I don't get to talk about
no, but we talking, and I feel like you've accomplished so much, and I don't think, I'm pretty sure you see it, but you have an impact on so many fans all over. Again, going to these conventions and seeing, the fans go up to you, the comments, you know what I mean? People commenting and stuff, you have an impact on people's lives. You literally have an impact. And you play a role.
But you don't see that sometimes, because you get so caught up on the day-to-day.
The fast-paced life and stuff.
But I think I gotten comments in the last couple of weeks of people that say that they didn't give up in their lives because they thought of me.
How did that make you feel, seeing those comments?
It's I don't know, sometimes you're just I'm feeling petty for myself, and I'm like, oh, damn, I should not feel petty. It's I am somebody important to somebody that I don't even know, you know? And I am that piece of hope that they have to continue to live.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
Yeah. Mozzarella sticks.
French toast?
French toast. Wow. Yeah, I'll take it. You got mozzarella sticks. What did you
I
get?
had French toast with a pound of strawberries. And I forgot this diner.
What's one thing you feel like you learned while working in AEW?
You have to stay true to yourself. Always. Don't ever try to be someone that you're not, because the fans are gonna know.
Yeah.
Totally.
The fans are saying, "What up, yo?" Look, they record that.
You get toilet paper? Oh my God. That's a really good question, though, because there's been stages, right? The first one, when I first came to AEW, I just wanted to impress everybody, and I wanted to show everybody that I was the shit. I was the it girl. I was the right person to do something awesome for the women's division, right? And then the one thing I learned after I did the Lights Out match is it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter all the difficulties that I went through. My talent will always, take me to the next level. And you just have to be patient. And I think that's what has been my matter the whole entire time that I've been here. I've been here for 4 years, and I always see that your talent will always rise to the top, no matter what bullshit comes through, no matter what people say about you. If you're talented and professional, and you know how to be flexible, things will happen for you. And I think I'm very blessed that with my team, shout out to my manager Tony and my PR team and everybody else that is involved and has been involved in my life in professional wrestling, that I'm at this point where my talent and my professionalism has helped me to not only be who I am, but keep my spot.
How has winning the AEW Women's Championship changed your life?
Oh, everything. It changed. Bro, it brought me from the highest to the highest to the lowest of the lowest. It's like success can be very like a drug, and it can be something that you are addicted to, and like attention and everything, fame. But it also can be very detrimental to your soul, can be detrimental to your life, and can be detrimental to your mental health if you don't know how to manage it. When I won the title, I don't think mentally I was ready for it, because so much came with it, good and bad at the same time. You know, the good was like you create history, you're able to have a bigger platform, you are at another level now, people see you with different eyes, you get comms. People see you as like the shit, right? And then on the downside, like people that are insecure, enviousness, jealousy, you see the worst of other people, you know? And then you see your friends turning on you.
Oh, wow.
Or people that you thought you can trust, like you can't trust them anymore. It's heartbreaking. And you have to stay strong, right? So I think with everybody, even when after I lost the championship, when I see when somebody else is getting a title shot or they're champions, like I try to show them just respect and treat them well, because I've been in their shoes. It's a very important moment. It's a very special moment in anybody's career. And very few people can say that they've been crowned in their hometown with their people, with their family, with a mariachi, like other people in London, like creating history like that. So it's important that you make them feel special too, because I don't ever want anybody to go what I went through. After I got my title, and just like showing some sort of sorority and sisterhood. That's important too. I think our worst enemies can be ourselves.
Thanks.
Right? Like our own people.
So you got anybody that you wanted to, like, any dream matches?
At the moment,
Say the CEO.
I just want to beat her ass. I just want to beat everybody's ass. But I don't want to do a street fight. I want to do it like I would love to do, because she's been having some badass matches. I would like to do because she did this in NXT with Bayley. I want to do an Iron Woman match with her. It's time for her. She likes to do some crazy shit, and I think she's at another level, and that will definitely put my ass in shape. Like I really do want to do that. Another person that I would love to wrestle, if I could, is Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
She's an excellent wrestler. Bianca Belair. I think in the last 2 years, like her level of wrestling is tremendous. And last but not least, one of the best workers currently right now is Bayley. I respect Bayley as a person. She's a wonderful individual who always, it's very given to other people. So I would love to wrestle her. And there's a bunch of other people too in AEW that I have not wrestled yet.
Where do you see women's wrestling in the next few years?
Oh, dude, it's on fire right now. Like when I started, there were not that many female wrestlers. Now, the talent pool that exists in the independent and also in mainstream is freaking incredible.
Crazy.
It's unbelievable, and I just love seeing the fact that you're getting more segments, that people are coming to watch female wrestling, that we are little by little breaking barriers and telling people that we're just as attractive, and I'm not talking about beauty, but in terms of like door and selling tickets as the men. I mean, yesterday, ROH main event, a lot of people were fucking pissed, but it is what it is, guys. We have the main event.
Why were they pissed?
Because they felt like Jericho and Cardona should have been the main event, but it was a co-main event, and that was cool. Like, Athena has been a champion for 2 years. She earned that spot in ROH. She's the gatekeeper, literally, of ROH. So it's important that we as women defend and respect the place that we have, and also people start respecting women as athletes. I mean, the WNBA is a perfect example of this.
Yeah, this year for the
they're
crazy.
killing it. Like they're selling out arenas. And remember the time we're like,
yeah, they were giving out free tickets just to get people
and
in
now,
attendance.
Again, it's like the pool of athletes that are coming in this generation is incredible, and it's attractive for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's I'm really excited.
Nah, yeah,
I want to be a coach one day once I retire. But
that would be awesome.
I don't know if they're gonna listen to me because I'm a little intense. The way that you can support men and women, buy the tickets, subscribe to whatever it's being put online, buy the merchandise from the promotion, be a sponsor, because that's like independent teams. Like we depend a lot on sponsorships and attendance, right? And encourage your daughters to become who they want to become. And we can make a living out of this. I never thought that by being a professional wrestler, I was gonna travel the world and live like an extraordinary life, and where next week I'm gonna have my father sitting first row watching me beat the shit out of Mary May, and I'm probably gonna grab his cane and whip her ass. Whip that? No, I can't say whip that trick because it's from somewhere else. I'm gonna whoop that skank, So, like stuff like that, or have my little nieces and nephews be part of the action, like be in the ring with me and dress up like charros and in our Latino.
They look up to you too.
Yeah, it's just like super cool. Like
you're literally changing the world.
We have
Rosa.
to. It's like
I know you know it, but
no, but it's hard. Like it's like the system is set up in a way where if you don't find the way, you will get stuck. You will get stuck and you will believe that you can achieve something.
So how do you get out of that? For the people that do get stuck, how do you get out of that?
Don't be afraid of asking questions. Don't be afraid of asking for help. Just don't be proud. Don't be like, no, I can't do that. Do it. Because somebody else is going to do it and it's going to take that opportunity from you.
I've been learning that.
You have to. And I've been learning that right now, especially right now. I see my coworkers that they grew up in middle class. They're very, very skilled in the way that they talk in the room and how they walk in the room. I had to learn that in my 30s, and I'm still learning. And sometimes I can come up really aggressive. I can't be like that. You gotta learn. You gotta evolve, and you gotta grow. Because if you stay stuck, you're not gonna get where you want to get, and you're gonna blame everybody for not succeeding. You have to evolve. You have to change. In those 2 years, like when I told you when I was in my lowest, that's what I learned. I had to evolve to become better and to achieve more the way I want to achieve it, like I always have, on my own terms. So
proud of you, seriously.
My man, I'm
Proud of
this
you.
motherfucker too.
I'm really proud of you. And I know all the fans, everybody, even the people that were saying, hello. We're literally in the diner right now, and people are saying hello and stuff like that. Like they're proud of you.
I hope so. It's like
they're supporters. They're not even fans. They're supporters.
I'm not your typical wrestler. I started at 28. I'm 38.
Wow.
Yep.
And they say people, when you start wrestling, like, oh, you got to do it early, like super, super early.
I mean, you do though.
Yeah, but I mean, but like people like you.
But again, it didn't stop me. Why? Because I don't fucking I always wanted to do sports. And again, I didn't have the chance when I was young. But you know what? It was my life now. It's on my terms. My parents can say shit. I'm gonna do it. So don't let your circumstances stop you from living your best life.
I'm glad, from what you was telling me that you bounced back and, you're doing your thing now, and we're rooting for you, seriously.
I'm rooting for myself too, guys. Yes.
Yeah, Rosa, man, she about to do it. She gonna win the belt.
Güey se trajo toda la... No mames, cabrón.
Yo, I ordered these two, right? And the dude was like, yo, I'll send you a third.
Oh, nice.
He don't know it was me.
For real?
Yeah, he don't know. I bought it on online.
Okay.
So the dude was this kind. He was like, yo, I'll throw in another one. I have these cards. Are you willing to sign them?
No, I'm not. $25 each. What's up?
20.
This is one of my favorite matches. This was one in Texas. It was in Dallas. I wrestled Nyla Rose.
Fire.
And I came out with my hat. Very Tejana. It's one thing I hated doing that when I was young. I rejected it. Como norteña, música norteña, como y ahorita, puro norteña. This one is the match that changed my life. The unsanctioned lights out match with Dr. Britt Baker. We both won She won a bunch of fucking awards. I didn't. Anyways, we won Match of the Year of 2021, and it changed my life, and it changed women's wrestling as we speak.
Facts.
Dude, I remember all this. This was in Washington, D.C., and I wrestled with Ruby Soho. It was a tag match. It was a really fun tag match. Yeah. It's one of my favorite years, by the way, too.
How does it feel seeing those, like these cards, these sports cards? Like
Now,
seeing these images.
now I enjoy it. I have great memories. I think I should have been like bask the moment when it was happening, but I was so worried. Like, I was in survival mode. I was worried that how I wasn't gonna make it next year. What was the next thing? And I was worrying about the next thing. Now I enjoy everything I do. Promos, like matches, moments. That's why when I told you when I went to London, like it just totally helped my mental state. Like, do this to take the shiny part so the pen can stay. Ah, perro, ¿qué te dije? A huevo, putos. It's a very Mexican thing to say, by the way. I look good as a champion. I should get a championship again.
You gotta get
And
it.
if
You
I
gotta
don't
get
get
it
this
again.
one, I'll get it from the CEO. I want to fight the CEO so bad.
Oh.
Que para que le baje huevos. Anda muy huevoncita la cabrona. There you go.
Yo, Rosa.
There you go.